Welcome back to the second part of What's New in Autodesk Inventor 2017, a deep dive into new functionality. This is Andreas Ernst Wagner and I'm working as a designated support specialist at Autodesk. In this session, I'm going to cover the more interesting part design enhancements. So let's get started with the first improvement in this section. In the circular pattern dialog box is the fixed option available now. The fixed option keeps the orientation of features or bodies to be identical to the parent selection during rotation around the axis. You can also redefine the base point for your body or feature set, in case you have the requirement for. With Inventor 2017, the sketch-driven pattern command has been introduced. You can now pattern features or bodies on sketch points defined in a 2D or 3D sketch. Optionally, you can redefine the base point or pick faces to orient the pattern. Imagine you have multiple close profiles on a sketch and you need to extrude all of them in one extrusion. Right, in previous versions you had to select each profile one by one. You can now use a window to select multiple close profiles while you use the extrude command. But let's have a look how the new fixed option, the sketch-driven pattern command and the window selection look like in practice. I go to the circular pattern command and select the feature including its rotating axis as usual. Additionally, I activate the new fixed option and the result is the rotated slots keep their positions like the origin feature. More interesting is the new sketch-driven pattern command. I prepared two sketches, one containing the closed profile for the cut and one containing the paths with defined sketch points required for the pattern. After the cut has been extruded, I just need to select the feature I'd like to pattern along my pattern sketch. The sketch containing the pattern points should be automatically detected. As you know, design requirements can change. We need additional cuts on the other side of the sheet metal part. I just mirror sketch points inside the pattern sketch and finish the sketch again. The new points are automatically detected as well and included in the existing pattern. Just to be complete, here a small demonstration of the window selection for the extrusion command. Call the extrusion command and use the window selection to capture all necessary close sketch profiles. That's it. Extremely useful is the new relationships dialog box provides a great possibility to understand how a complex model was modeled. This interactive dialog box allows you to view feature dependencies from directly within your part. You can easily recognize what parent and children features belong to the selected feature and, in case it's required, directly edit it from the relationships dialog box. Let me introduce this functionality in a small video, please. You can see a quite complex model. You can't say on the first view how the part has been modeled. I'd like to know what dependencies Sketch 15 owns and what purpose is behind the sketch. I selected Sketch 15 and used the new Relationships command. In the Parents area, you can see features and geometry the sketch is using. Sketch 15 lies on the XZ plane. The X-axis was used by projecting it, and Extrusion 1 is built on the sketch geometry. A face draft and a fillet feature were applied as well. Sketch 15 is also used in Extrusion 10 and Extrusion 11, as the children area tells us. A very convenient possibility to directly proceed with changes is the Edit Feature button. If I'd intend to change something on Sketch 15, I know the dependent features and the potential impact of a change now. The part file template has been enhanced and contains the isometric, front, top and right view representations by default now. Of course, If you already have user-defined view representations in your template files, you can keep them. With Inventor 2017 R2, one of my favorite feature enhancements has been introduced. The shown model on this slide is ideally suited to quickly understand the improvement. Previously, if you had to apply a certain appearance on tangent faces, you needed to click one face by one face. What a time waste! Now you either double-click on a tangent face or you click on one and choose the Select Tangencies command. The result is the same. All tangent faces are selected. On top, in the Inventor 2017.3 update, the Select Tangency behavior is now also available in the sketch environment when the Project Geometry command is active. Before 2017.3, Select Tangencies was only available in the port and assembly environment. Let's have a small trip into Inventor itself to see a few use cases. At first, I'm using the Select Tangencies command to select all tangent faces available. I use the selection to assign a certain face appearance to provide a better technical communication for manufacturers. In this case, the faces should be grinded. Another use case for Select Tangencies is to select all tangent lines and to apply a fillet or chamfer. From my point of view, it saves a couple of single clicks per edge. As mentioned, as of Inventor 2017.3, you have the Select Tangencies command also available during the active Project Geometry command. The workflow to select faces and edges is identical. The only thing I'd like to highlight is that to project faces and to use them for sketch geometry isn't always beneficial. Of course, if you need projected faces, then use them. The classic geometry is to use edges as projected geometry. Another improvement you should be aware of is the associativity of projected references are maintained now after you've redefined a sketch plane. At some point in time in your Inventor life, you had to redefine a sketch for sure and to assign it to another part face or work plane. That workflow was always signed by the loss of projected geometry. Just try the improved maintenance behavior of projected geometries next time. It is supported for projected geometry, projected loop, cut edge, and cross-port reference. Here is another nice enhancement. You can convert sketch text to geometry now. The only thing you should consider, there is no associativity from the original text to the converted geometry anymore. Following video quickly runs through the mentioned improvements. The sketch of this extrusion needs to be redefined. You can see the slot references to projected geometry. Use the known command redefine in the context menu to redefine the sketch to a new face. Of course, you still need to change the direction of the extrusion, but the projected geometry has been maintained. In the next use case, Lauren demonstrates how easy you can convert a text into geometry. Right-click on the text box and click on the Convert to Geometry command. You still need to choose the right font. Done. I didn't explicitly mention that you have two additional 2D Sketch mini toolbar options available as of 2017.3. The Share Sketch and Make Sketch Visible command. This saves you time to navigate to the browser and to do the same actions on the context menu. Previously, when you added dimensions or constraints to sketch geometry with a perpendicular work plane, you had to use the Project Geometry command to project the selected work plane. Now, when you select a plane that is perpendicular to the sketch you're dimensioning or constraining, the selected work plane is automatically projected when using the following commands: dimension, coincident, parallel, and perpendicular. Please keep in mind the work plane needs to be perpendicular to the sketch to get the auto project geometry functionality working. Still quickly covering this enhancement. Of course, you need to be in a sketch environment. I turn on the visibility of the origin workplanes to give you a better view in the graphics window. The slot still needs dimensions in X and Y direction. I go into the dimension command and can directly select the visible workplanes to apply dimensions. Yes, in case you forgot to switch on the workplane visibility, you can also navigate in the model browser and select the workplane there.